These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, happy Thursday. I'm Amelia Fabiano with your afternoon update here from ABC15 Arizona. Christmas is winding down, but a lot of kids and teens still have a while before going back to school after the holidays. Experts say this is a really good time right now to check in with them about their mental health. One we spoke to shared some tips for getting that conversation started.
Ask them, how they're experiencing, how they've experienced some of these recent events, whether it's about politics or the climate or even their local school experiences.
Dr. Turner says loneliness, relationship issues, and bullying are common reasons young people reach out to the crisis text line. And these feelings can grow when school's out and screen time goes up. If starting the conversation feels hard, Turner says you can point them to resources like 988 or Crisis Text Line. You can also call or text HELLO to 741-741 for free and confidential support. The ABC 15 Smart Shopper team looking out for you today, especially for those of you who maybe have a shiny new gift card to use. According to a recent study, though, nearly $21 billion in gift cards go unspent. Financial experts say if you got a gift card, it's best to use it as soon as possible to avoid losing or forgetting about them. And don't let your Christmas tree take up space in the new year. The city of Glendale is opening up drop-off sites so that you can recycle your trees instead of just throwing them in the trash. So there are 8 locations, a few of them on your screen right now. You can drop them off from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. now through January 4th. Sometimes there are a couple gifts that end up needing to get returned, and the week following Christmas is actually the biggest week of returns in the U.S. This year, some major retailers are making some big changes to their return policies, though. So Dan Grossman has a list of things you need to keep your eye on.
2 things can be true. You can be a good person and still feel a pang of disappointment when you unwrap your Christmas gift. To find Dear Aunt Sally got you a light-up Christmas sweatshirt that says Santa's VIP. You feign excitement, thank her because she has a huge heart, and pray there's a receipt so you can go to the store and return it. If you do that, though, keep an eye out for some changes to those return policies. In June, Amazon added processing fees for high return items. That charge varies as it's based on an item's popularity and how often it's returned. But good news, shoes and apparel are accepted because of sizing issues, so you can still get rid of that sweatshirt without a penalty. Outdoor retailer REI also announced it could refuse a return, but that's limited to frequent returners. The company says the changes will affect only 0.02% of members who show a pattern of policy abuse. Similar changes are at Target, which announced it reserves the right to also refuse refunds suspected of fraud. The changes come as cases of fraud have increased in recent years. The National Retail Federation estimates return scams cost retailers over $100 billion in 2023 alone. That's after $743 billion in items were returned. By the end of 2024, the group estimates that number will rise to nearly $900 billion.
So you can thank the wardrobers out there who return used items, or those who fake receipts for stolen goods, or even the people who replace high-value items with knockoffs for all these changes.
And don't forget to thank Dear Aunt Sally for the sweatshirt. She meant well. Dan Grossman, Scripps News, Denver.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Today will be a mostly cloudy and a cooler day here in the valley, with temperatures starting off in the upper 40s in the morning, warming up to the lower 60s at midday, and our forecast calling for highs in the upper 60s, near normal for this time of year. But we're also under a no burn day here in Maricopa County, not just for today, but also for tomorrow, meaning wood burning is prohibited throughout the county. And if you have those respiratory issues, asthma, COPD, bronchitis, you want to limit your time outside. Highs today across northern Arizona will remain in the mid-40s for areas like Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low. 50s throughout central parts of the state, from Payson to Prescott and Sedona too. And across southern Arizona, those highs remaining in the upper 60s to even lower 70s in a few spots. Your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures climbing back to the 70s in the valley tomorrow, all the way to the beginning of the new year. Meanwhile, up in the high country, perhaps a flurry or two today in Flagstaff, but mainly dry for a while. And warming up beginning this weekend with highs back in the 50s.
We'll have another update tonight for you, but until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.